For our AP Statistics project, we decided to have students complete a 25-piece puzzle.
The purpose of this experiment was to determine the association between gender and the time it takes to complete a 25-piece puzzle. In other words, our question was, who can complete a puzzle faster, girls or boys? We decided to use a 2-sample t-test to analyze the results from our experiment.
So for our procedure, we started by generating 10 random integers using our calculator for juniors and also for seniors. And this was a stratified random sample, which violated one of the conditions. Next, we decided that a 2-sample t-test would be the best test because we made the assumption that girls' methods for solving puzzles would be faster because they paid more attention to detail. And we bought this 25-piece puzzle to do our experiment, and we used Ms. Zapp's stopwatch for timing. And then we took our subjects out of their classes, and they could look at the cover of the box to complete the puzzle. And for 3 days, we recorded the 20 times.
So here's our statistical analysis, and basically this is where we kind of mapped out all the stat stuff. So our POI 1 was all junior and senior high school boys. POI 2 was all junior and senior high school girls. And then our Mu 1 was the mean time it takes for POI 1 to complete the 25-piece puzzle, and Mu 2 was the mean time it takes for POI 2 to complete the 25-piece puzzle. And our null hypothesis was that Mu 1 equals Mu 2, and then we hypothesized that girls would do the puzzles on average in less time. So Mu 1 is greater than Mu 2. And for our conditions, we violated most of them. The samples are not SRSs, they're stratified random samples. So we proceeded with caution here. And our second sample we also violated because both histograms and both box plots had like outliers and skewness, and Kate's going to show you.
And you can see these. For the first graph on the top, it's the graph of the girls' data as a histogram, and the bottom one is the box plot for the girls' data. And you can see there are outliers and skewness. And the next one is the same. It's for the boys. The top one is the histogram, and the bottom one is the box plot. And they both violate the conditions, so we had to proceed with caution.
And then our T is 1.14, and then our P is 0.1359. So basically our conclusion is that we failed to reject H0 at the 5% significance level because 13% is greater than 5%.
So it is possible that the mean time it takes for girls to complete a puzzle is not less than the mean time it takes for boys to complete the puzzle. So in other words, our hypothesis was wrong, and we were incorrect in our assumptions.
However, we didn't necessarily prove that our H0 was correct. All we know is that our hypothesis is wrong. We would have to do further tests to decide if boys, for instance, do the puzzle faster, or like what exactly the relationship is. All we know is that our H0 isn't necessarily wrong.
And a way we could do this test is if we had ideal situations, if we had more money to buy a better puzzle, and if we had more time to have a larger sample size, like more like 1,000, and if we had better space so that we could have less distractions and they could have a hard surface to work on and be able to complete the puzzle. So with all these things, it would change our answers.
Right. So we could still be right if we changed our procedures and methods. But overall, we had a good time doing this project, and we learned quite a bit about stats, and it was really interesting to apply our statistical knowledge to a fun project that we got to create on our own. So thanks for watching.
It was a good project.